Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you have come by on a Thursday, and every Thursday here at Manfa's Makes is Tile of the Week Thursday. And I know I'm not as good as Mike, but you're just going to have to make do with it, I'm afraid. So, Tile of the Week Thursday. What is that, you may ask? Well, for those of you that have been here a while, you know exactly what it is. Maybe skip forward 30 seconds while I explain to the newbies. But in July of 2022, I was gifted this book here from my Amazon wishlist from a very dear sweet friend of mine. It is 100 crochet tiles edited by Sarah Callard. It is a collection of patterns by various different designers, and there are various different tiles using different techniques within. I got super excited when opening this Happy Mail, and I pledged live on YouTube to the world that I would make all 100 tiles one a week until they were done. Now, there have been a couple of breaks for the 2 Christmases that have happened since starting this, but other than that, we have been doing one a week. Now, I never started this as a crochet along, but a few of my lovely yarny friends and family decided to join in. Some started from the very beginning, some jumped in halfway, some have gone by the wayside and not done it for a while, which is absolutely fine, because it was my pledge and nobody else's. And yes, I have on many occasions thought, why did I do this to myself? Anyway, there is a complete playlist of all the tiles we have done so far, which I will link down in the description box. So if you would like to see previous tiles, then feel free to go through that playlist. And if you would like to see anyone else that joined in at some point along the way or is continuing to join in, then in the top of your YouTube, in the search bar, type hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, and anyone who has used that hashtag will pop up. Also, after you have seen this video of mine, if you would be so kind as to go to my community tab and go and check out Josephine's wonderful tile. Josephine does not have content. She is just a lovely yarny friend here on the channel, and she has been joining in for a good long while now, and I do like to showcase her fantastic work, and I encourage you to go check it out and leave a lovely, positive, supportive comment for someone who is just beyond supportive and lovely to me and my channel. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I also put a picture of my tile so that you get a more accurate representation of colours used, because as some of you may know, my camera does not like showing colours accurately. It is annoying, but never fear. So we are currently on tile 78, guys, which means we only have 22 more to do. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be done July, August of this year. So this has been one of my most popular segments on the channel. It will be coming to a close, and no, I will not be starting another square segment on a Thursday. I will have to think of something new when we get closer to it. So, tile 78, what is it supposed to look like, you may ask? This is the designer's tile. The designer is Steffi Glaves. Steffi has featured quite heavily in this tapestry crochet section. Now, this one, guys, is worked in the round. It is tapestry. Steffi recommended 3 different colours of a DK or 3-weight yarn, and she recommended a 2.5mm hook. I went slightly off tangent. I did use 3 colours, but I used a 4-weight yarn and I used a 5mm clover, because when I used a 4-weight last week and my 4mm, it was so stiff that I wanted just a little bit more give. It is still quite stiff, but it is a smidgy bit better. So this one was only 8 rounds. It was much quicker to complete, although, guys, tapestry crochet, as you may know, is not my most favourite form of our art, and it still takes me a good long while to power through. It did take most of the evening I chose to make this. So although it was only 8 rounds, it still took a little while, although this time she used double crochets, which made it grow a lot quicker. Last week's was all single crochet. It took forever. This week was double and only 8 rounds, so I enjoyed that much more. I did have tangling because I couldn't bring myself to sit at this table and do what I did last time, but you know, I just dealt with it. And I chose completely, well, not completely, but quite different colours to Steffi. Let me show you Steffi's again. There we go. And I actually went for the primary colours in mine, and here it is. Ta-da! I did it, guys. Now, she does join in the corners differently than just slipping into the top of the chain you started with. She actually gets you to chain 1 and then do a double crochet into the top of the beginning chain. Now that is okay, but it is a little bit different to what I am used to, and you can see a little jog in this corner here. This was the joining corner, but overall it was much nicer than last week's tile. Will I repeat it? No. Have I learnt to love tapestry more than I did before? No. Am I going to be so glad when tapestry is done? Yes, but we are powering through. Now, because I used a 4 weight and a 5mm, my tile is quite big, as you can see. It is as big as my head. But it does, do you know what? The colour work with tapestry is amazing. I love how it looks when it's done, but the actual making of it really is not my bag. But alas, 78 is done and dusted. So like I said, please do go and check out Josephine's as well, and remember to search in that search bar hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday to see anyone else who has made this one, so that you can get an idea of how colour can really change how a pattern looks. But this is bright, it's fun, it's not too in your face, and yeah, I'm pleased that I have got another one ticked off of the to-do list. So what is coming up for tile 79 next week? Well, it is another Steffi Glades design, and it is called Portops. She is recommending again 3 colours of a DK weight yarn, or a lightweight 3. She is recommending a 2.5mm hook again. Now, depending on what scraps I pick from the bin will depend on what weight of yarn it is and what size hook I'm going to use, because for those of you that don't know, for these tiles I am not cracking into new skeins. I am using scraps of skeins that I have previously used in other things. I do have a clear bin down here full. There are a few 2 weights, mostly 3 weights, and now the 4 weights are getting a little bit out of control as well. But these are perfect little things to use up some of your scraps. And at some point, probably next month, guys, I am going to go through the tiles that I have again, because again, if you weren't here, I have no plans for these tiles. Some of my lovelies joining in plan to put them all together in a blanket. I am not prepared to do that because they are all different sizes. I have used different weights of yarn and different size hooks, and it is not something that I want to be reminded of when it is done. So I have been sending tiles to those that want them. Quite a few of you lovelies have claimed tiles, and a lot got sent out at the end of last year, but now I am stockpiling tiles again, and I really don't want them just sitting in a bag gathering dust. So maybe next month I will do a video showcasing the tiles that haven't yet been claimed, and you can email me requesting which tile you would like to receive, and I'll pop them in the post and send them to you. Those that have received tiles, I have had quite a few emails along the way showing me what those tiles grew up to be. Some of them have been cake cozies, some of them have been blankets, some of them have been bags. It has been really wonderful to see what you guys have chosen to do with the tiles that I have sent. Now, obviously, there are going to be quite a few tiles now where there is only one and not a pair, and that is because Mike and I were both doing it together. But because Mike is taking a break, a lot of these tiles are going to be singular, There are still a few pairs left over from when Mike was doing it, but once they are gone, and they will be given out in a first come, first serve basis. But we will do that next time I actually go through them and say who wants them. And like I said, I will probably plan that for March. So back to next week, tile 79, Port Drops. This is what we are aiming to achieve next week. And to me, guys, this looks like one of those tests where you look at an ink blot drawing and you have to say what it looks like. To me, they look like 4 splodgy elephants with their trunks meeting in the middle. I don't know what you can see in that, but do you know the ink blot drawings that I'm talking about? That's what this reminds me of. So again, 3 colours, again, tapestry crochet in the round, and again 8 rows, I believe. So another one that should be okay to get through. So not too much trepidation in preparation for next week's, but we will see how it goes. And I, of course, will come back next Thursday and let you know whether I got it done and what my opinions on making it were. So that pretty much wraps up Tile of the Week for this week. So thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, the complete playlist will be linked down below for you to see any previous videos done on this journey of tile madness. And yes, final time, check the community tab and also do a search if you want to know who else joined in along the way. So until I come back again, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.